Very much, Mr. Chairman, and thank you to our witnesses for appearing here today, this late in the evening. I share the horror, frankly, of the allegations coming from the VA facilities around the country, including the VA Phoenix facility, on the long patient wait times, and more importantly, the alleged misreporting of those patient wait times, and what's been referred to in the report as gaming of scheduling. Needless to say, I think this is not a partisan issue, but we find this completely unacceptable. And I appreciate your attempt to determine what was wrong and who's responsible and how to move forward. The question that I have is as you've raised a number of times in your testimony, Dr. Lynch, a question of integrity and a question of accountability. Because obviously the interim IG report indicates mass systemic problems with long patient wait times and inaccurate reporting and this gaming that's been going on. My question is, this has been going on apparently since 2005, I assume well before you were in your current positions, well before Secretary Shinseki was in his current position. But in recent months, has Secretary Shinseki, in his role as leader of the VA, been aware of these systemic problems? And why were these issues not immediately addressed, given this long line of IG reports over the past 10 years?
Congresswoman, I think that to a certain extent we failed to challenge our assumptions. We believed our numbers. We felt that the IG reports and patient complaints were exceptions and not rules. I acknowledge that in retrospect that should not have happened. I would also indicate that during this time there were people who were trying very hard with the best of intentions to identify methods by which we could monitor veteran access to VA care. It has been a challenge. We have tried multiple different models. It has been a challenge for the private sector. There isn't a right answer here. We were trying to find a solution. I believe we probably incorrectly assumed we had a solution. It has become painfully obvious that we had set our system up to give us incorrect information, and we need to assure that doesn't happen again.
And in terms of my question about Secretary Shinseki's role, was he involved in this?
The Secretary has been aware, and I can assure you has been asking questions and directing activities to assure that we move to a quick resolution of this problem.
And with regard, I want to go back to one of the documents in the report that's a Department of Veterans Affairs Memorandum, April 26, 2010. It's one of the attachments, Appendix E. And there was a gaming strategy that concerns me as a way to combat missed opportunity rates. Some medical centers cancel appointments for patients not checked in 10 to 15 minutes prior to their scheduled appointment time. Some of the stories that we've heard about are veterans who think they have an appointment, they go to the appointment, and they're told they don't have an appointment, even if they have a card with an appointment. It seems to me that this has become an issue that gets exacerbated, then these people are not being seen in a timely way in terms of the continuity of care. Have you had reports from physicians that their frustration trying to treat our veterans in a timely, compassionate, and high-quality way?
I have not had individual complaints from physicians. I have been a VA physician before I took this position. I valued my encounters with veterans. I hope that I had provided good care. I share your concerns about any mechanism that games our system, not only because it hurts a veteran, but because it doesn't give us the information we need to make our system better.
Thank you very much. I yield back my 2 seconds.
Mr. Huelskamp, you're recognized for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. First question I would have would be for Ms. Mooney. I believe you've articulated